Hi everyone. So
Hi.
ready for the story? So
Yeah.
this story is an Armenian folklore as told by Jan Black, and I've taken this from YouTube. The story is like this. Once upon a time, a king takes a stroll along the lakeside of his beautiful kingdom. He sees a fisherman casting his net, catching the fish, and throwing it back in the lake again. The king was just watching his action. He was annoyed by the action of the fisherman. He called his advisors. Hey you. Yes, yes, my lord, said the advisors to the king. I just want to meet that person, the fisherman there in the lake. The advisors immediately rushed to the lake and started to yell at the man and told him, the king wants to meet you. Come down, come here, come to the shore. The fisherman, he came to the shore, rowed to the shore, he tied his boat and went to the king and bowed before him. Yes, your majesty, what is it? What are you doing there, old man? My lord, said the old man, if you have time and if you have ears to hear my story, I have a story to tell you. Of course, why not? A story? I'm free. Come on, share me your story. The old man says, my lord, years long back, I was a young, vibrant, enthusiastic fisherman. Every day, I used to come to this lake. I used to cast my net, catch the fish, take it to the market, sell the fish, and in the evening, take some the rest of the fish to my mother, and she used to cook the fish. And in the evening, I used to go enjoy games with my friends, drink sweet coffee or sometimes wine, and look at the women passing through the bazaar. A beautiful sight. I just enjoyed my life. And my mother, as usual, used to taunt me with getting married. Why don't you get married? I want to see your kids. I want to become a grandmother, as usual. But I was enjoying my life, said the old man to the king. Then one day, said the old man to the king, I cast my net, and as I pulled my net, I found the net to be very heavy. Putting all my strength, I gathered my strength and pulled the net. And my lord, I found a big box with a golden chain. And then from the golden chain was hanging a key. I took the key, opened the lock, and opened the box. My lord, said the old man to the king, did you know what I found? I found a beautiful woman. Her hair was black as that of the midnight sky. Her skin was pale as the full moon. I just looked at her eyes. I could not speak, my lord. And the woman in the box said, I'm all yours if you make me as your wife. I did not speak a word. I just took her by her hand. I just closed the box. And then I rowed the boat to the shore. I dragged the box in one hand. I took the woman in the other and led her to my home. My mother was waiting at the entrance. She came running. Who's she? Is she the one? Is she the one who's going to make me a grandmother? I said, yes. And she was so happy. My mother was so happy. She ran along the streets. She just shouted with joy. She called everyone. She invited everyone to the house. And we got married the next day. We had a very happy life, my lord, said the old man to the king. Just to honor my wife, I changed my profession. From being an ordinary fisherman, I became a goldsmith. I took orders from the rich, the influential, and the good people and started working on beautiful pieces of art, keeping in mind the beautiful face of my wife. What a life I had, my lord, said the old man to the king. I even started a workshop. I had my own workshop. Days were passing by very peacefully. One day, as I was working in my workshop, I had a beautiful aroma entering the room. The door opened. I found 3 veiled women entering my room. I just looked up and I was stunned to see them, and I was scared also. They came near me, the all three women. They were veiled, and they said to me,
Goldsmith, are you happy?
I was scared and I said, yes, I am happy. Who do you want? I am very happy. My wife is happy, my mother is happy, everyone is happy. Who are you?
Are you?
They laughed. They turned back. They swirled. They went away, and the aroma was still in the room. I still continued with my work, but somehow I felt disturbed. I finished my work, and I then closed my workshop and went home to see my wife and mother. And I opened the door. I saw my mother was weaving, my wife was cooking in the kitchen, and they were both singing together. My lord, said the old man to the king, that was happiness for me. My mother was happy, my wife was happy, and the sight made me very happy. And then after having my food, I took my wife upstairs to our room, and I just confessed my love to her, and we just chatted and we rested and we were happy there. And then the next day, again I went to my workshop. Somehow, but the question, are you happy, was lingering in my mind. My lord, said the old man to the king. I was trying to concentrate on my work, but then again, the three women turned up at the front of my door. The aroma was filled in the room. Again, the three veiled women, all in one voice together.
Goldsmith, are you happy?
Yes, of course, I am happy. What do you want? Whom do you want? I am a happy person. Leave me alone. I was agitated. I shouted. They laughed and they swirled. They went back. But this time, my lord, said the old man to the king, I was disturbed truly. I didn't know what to do. My mind was lingering with the question, are you happy? Are you happy? And I just shut the door. I could not continue with my work. I could not go home. I just shut my workshop and wandered the streets till the sun set. The question was lingering, are you happy? Are you happy? What could that be? And then at last, after the sunset, I went to my home. My mother was waiting for me. Why didn't you come for lunch? Your wife was waiting and she's crying. She's up there. I went upstairs and saw my wife. She was sobbing and she was lying on the bed. I want to console her, but I couldn't. I just turned my back and slept on the other side of the bed, and I could not sleep, my lord, said the old man to the king. The next day came. I just splashed water, I did my morning prayers, and rushed to the workshop. And I was just waiting for the women to turn up in my room. And yes, as I anticipated, my lord, the three women turned up. Again, with one voice, they said,
Goldsmith, are you happy?
No, I'm not. I'm not happy. What does happiness mean? Show me what does happiness mean, please.
Then follow us,
said the old women, all in one voice. They swirled, went back, they closed the door, and I went at the back of them. I just followed where they took me, to the lanes I had previously known, but then again to lanes which I had not known before. It was an unknown area, and then they took me to an old wooden house with an oak door. The women opened the door. The courtyard was filled with lights. The aroma was so good. Tables spread exotic fruits, music instruments on one side. One of the veiled women washed my face, legs. The other woman was getting ready with the instrument. The other veiled woman was cutting the fruits. And one of them served beautiful exotic fruits. They made me sit in a chair. The other veiled women started to play the music. And the other two women started to dance. They danced and danced until the music ended. And then, my lord, said the old man to the king, they dropped the veils. And beauty was such that I've never seen in my life, said the old man. And then they said, you can have one of us. Goldsmith, said the three of them. Really? I got it from a chair. Yes, but one thing, you have to pick up, you have to leave the woman whom you picked up from the lake back in the original place. I did not wait for the reply, my lord, said the old man to the king. I rushed to my house as fast as I can. I rushed up. My mother was there. Where is she? Why are you so disturbed? What happened to you? Asked my mother. I did not speak not a word, mother. And I rushed upstairs. My wife was pressing olives. I grabbed her hand. She said, you're feeling disturbed. What happened? My love, what is wrong with you, my love? You want babies, right? I'm praying hard. We will have babies. Don't worry, my love, said my wife, sobbing and crying. I did not hear. I didn't want to hear, my lord, said the old man to the king. I just took her to a room. I just pulled the box from where I got my wife. I just grabbed the box in one hand and dragged my wife in the other and just got down the stairs, bump, bump, bump. I just grabbed the box and wife in the other and walked the lane and to the lake, my lord. I got my boat ready. I put the box and made my wife sit in the boat and rowed the boat to the center of the lake. My wife was sobbing, but I did not look at her face. And then I asked her to get inside the box. She obliged, my lord. She had no other to go. She got in the box. I took the keys, I locked the lock and then closed it and then pushed it in the lake. I never turned back and I rowed as fast as I can to the shore. I came back to the shore and ran to the old wooden house. I searched, my lord, said the old man to the king. I searched for the old house, but I could not find. I asked people here and there. They said no. I searched nook and corner of the village, but I could not find the old house, my lord, said the old man to the king. At last, I could go where I could go. My legs took me to my home, my lord. My mother was waiting at the entrance. Where is she? What happened to you? What did you do to her? Asked my mother. I didn't say a word, my lord. Tears rolled my cheeks. I just told my mother whatever happened. You fool, you idiot, said my mother. Bring her back. It's not too late. Rush back to the lake. Cast your net. You can find the box. Go. I just waited for the next day morning. The next day morning, my lord, said the old man to the king. I rushed to the lake. I pulled my boat. I rowed to the center of the lake. I cast my net. I pulled the net, but I found only fish. I cast my net. I pulled the fish. I threw them back. And this is what I'm doing till date, my lord, said the old man to the king. The king did not answer. He just had tears in his eyes. He looked back at the old woman and said, and just gestured. The old man, yes, my lord, I take your leave. I have got the unfinished job to do. I have faith in love, and I still believe I can find my wife. The old man bowed the king and went back to the lake. He rowed his boat to the center of the lake. He cast his net. He caught the fish and put the fish back again. He cast his net, caught the fish and threw them back. He cast his net, he cast his net.